That's just insane. Hello guys, I hope the day is finding you well. Haven't been on camera or doing videos much lately, been putting loads and loads of stuff together. However, today we're going to have a look at a little Logic library called fire.strings, and it's made by one of the guys who worked with 8dio on Cage. I think it was the Cage string library, and essentially it's a set of really nice string patches, but with a little unique way to work between them. And I found it really good for putting together beats and hip hop things. So I've just thrown together a little track here, just demoing a few of the sounds. I'm just going to show you guys how it works. So let's get into that. All right, so here we are in Logic, and on the right hand side here, fire.strings. So it's a NKI file, meaning you have to have contact, and you can then open it up in contact and you get this little interface here. I've just spent a couple of minutes playing around with it, literally dragged some MIDI in and built a couple of sounds in it just to get something original. I'll just play you what I've put together, and I've just thrown a drum beat on there sort of for context to get an idea. Sweet, and that's essentially what we've got. So the way this works is a little bit unique. You open two different string sounds and you've got a balance between the two. We've got this old school type step sequencer down at the bottom for effects and the blends between the two. And it lends to creating some pretty interesting sounds pretty quickly. So if we take the bass line thing I put together here, cool, so that's obviously making use of the delay, and we can see here in the step sequence at the bottom we've got the delay and the edit turned on, and it's playing around with it there. But also got some chorus and flanger going on. But the interesting thing is the way you can blend between two different sounds. So at the minute we're just using this power chugs sound at the top here. We have voice 1 and voice 2. If we were to grab something else that's in the bass region, this muted taps should be in that sort of region, we'll have probably a different sound. Cool, so it's now taking that as well and distorting it and doing all the other effects to it. We'll switch the effects off. Alright, so effects are off. We've just dialed back the release a little bit here. Now, what we can do is blend between the two different sounds. We've got this step sequencer here in the middle, which works in a loop or a one shot. So we could do something pretty extreme with it like that. I'll switch it over like that. So we're using the point of the taps and then going straight into this chug sound. If we make use of slightly longer MIDI, do something like that. Yeah, so we really quickly can mix up the sounds, which is pretty damn cool. We could even go in between the two pretty rapidly. And it just builds up a new feel really, really quickly. Now, if we go up the top right here and switch this activate on, we can actually just swap between the two manually. So if we were to link it to a controller, we can actually just create automation and move it between the two as we like. like unique sounds so quickly, which is just a nice little feature. So like introducing these nice strings in with a step sequencer plan is pretty good. Now we can also take the steps right down to just like a 16 step for the loop as well. And you can do something a bit slower and then stick the rate, say, at 1/4. If we then just make use of some really elongated notes, and if we just line that up so it's like 1 bar per, then get this. We're sort of getting that like chopped sample feel quite easily. I don't know if we throw it in with the drums if it's going to work. Yeah, we definitely need to play around with it some more and get exactly where we want, but a nice quick easy way to do that and get something completely new. The other thing is just being able to hit a random and mix them up as well. So yeah, I like that, and also we've really done is hit random. Now if we just make use of the ADSR as well, we can tweak that to what we really like. So there's a huge amount of different sounds in the libraries. So we should go to this up here. If we just click on any of these, we can just hit randomize, which honestly that's what I've been doing, just hitting randomize, having a listen through. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different string recordings in here with a whole host of different sounds. And when you take the fact you can take two and mix them and match them together, you're just building up these really like unique soundscapes really, really quick. Guys, that's just a quick look at the Fire.strings library. If you want to know where to grab it, I'll throw the info in the description down below. just a real fun little library to play around with some great sounds. I think really great for this sort of music. If you're going to be looking to do perhaps like a game and soundscape type of music as well, going to be awesome for that. But just for making these like gritty, twisted sounds, absolutely loving it.